We're back. We have, as far as this particular countdown goes, 18 days left, 18 chances left to change my life and alter the course that I am on, which is that of someone who, my God, why does it always happen here? Which is that of someone who has allowed ego to dictate their life thus far, and this opportunity is never going to come again in my life, potentially, most likely. No, that's true. The opportunity in question, for those that don't know, is I'm performing 16 shows in 30 days, 4 different shows, of which I'm playing the lead of. Supposed to be all 4, but the director didn't think I was capable, so I got taken off of the lead for one of them. And then the other show, I was removed altogether and had a substitute come into replace me. And not out of malice or any trying to hurt or, destroy me. It was out of, hold on, I need to adjust this, it's not right yet. Probably word that's probably going to make the light fall again. Hopefully not. It was because she wanted me to have an experience of taking a role, a show, to completion. And rather than do a pretty average job across all 4 shows, she wanted me to focus on the one, instead of focusing on the 4, doing the 3 instead, and doing a good job of that. And she didn't think that I would be able to handle the workload. So she took me off the lead off of another one. So I'm leading 2 of the 4 shows that I'm supposed to be leading. Now, the way that 4x4 goes is every year the graduates lead every single show. This is the first year that has not been the case. Now, there's a lot of ammunition there that I could use to blow myself up with, essentially, if I allow my ego to take it personally. But I won't. My goal is to do a good enough job that I will be integrated into that 4th show that did get taken off of my hands. But I need to be doing well enough that the director trusts me and wants to work with me. Feedback that I've got at the moment, I don't know. I don't know if I should be sharing this stuff. It's so personal. And it's to do with me, so I guess I can offer this information up freely as I choose. But I don't know what I'm doing. I don't have an acting career. It seems fucking dumb, but there's a fear in me that you can have all the good intention in the world, but if you make the wrong mistake or do the wrong thing, then that's it. So I don't know if sharing this stuff is a bad idea. I don't know. All I know is that my ego's been just absolutely obliterated at the moment, which is a good thing. And I'm still choosing to be happy. Like, I'm still marching forward with the belief that I can just choose how to feel, and I choose to be happy. Live a really boring life off stage so that you can go crazy on stage. There's enough drama on the stage that you don't need anything dramatic out of it. I live a very boring life outside of studying. How did I go today? My weight checked in at 92 kilos. It's back down. It peaked at 95. Now it's back down 92. Which is cool. We had rehearsal all day today, which went all right. I wasn't as good as I would have hoped to be, but again, this is my first time with everything, and I feel like I'm only just now figuring out how to work and how to be an actor, how to study for a part properly. I feel like everything I have done thus far in the 7 years that I have been studying is to get away with, which is true. That's what I've done. I have relied on talent thus far, and I have lied to myself and believed myself about everything that I've done up until this point. In terms of saying, no, I'm not relying on talent. I'm working hard. I now have a pretty visceral experience of what the demands of working hard is like, and I wasn't working hard. I wasn't deeply. Sorry, maybe not hard, deeply. I lied and fooled myself into thinking that I was working deeply, but I have not been for 7 years, and now I know what the demands of working deeply are. So I'm only just now, I don't know, man, like, learning how to learn. I feel like that's not stressed enough. In school, you're sent to schools and you're kind of just expected to figure out how to learn. But schools don't do that. Schools are caught up with you attaining metric scores, meaning it's not about the learning, it's about getting a score. And if you want to get a score, then it becomes a game, and it becomes how can I get the score, not how can I learn the content. You're not taught to be passionate, and you're not taught to be curious and to have drive and to be interested and to search for answers, to ask questions. You are not trained to ask questions in school. You're not taught how to ask questions. You're just taught that if you get this higher number, then you are successful in life. And it's such a fucking lie. So I feel like I'm only just now learning how to learning how to be curious, learning how to ask questions. Which is why I fucking love the place that I train at, because they've forced that impression upon me. They've made sure that is what I'm learning, which is far, far, far more important than any test score. I could get 100% in a bunch of fucking tests, and it means nothing because all I did was learn the answers by rote. And as soon as the test is over, that knowledge is gone. Whereas the place that I'm studying at has fostered curiosity, has fostered a sense of inner strength, not relying on anyone else, not relying on the validation of anyone else. They won't let you. They won't. My director, she's fucking top notch because she will not let you. She will not give you a fucking millimeter of validation. She's like, I will not validate you at all. You will validate yourself. If you struggle and your self-worth is crumbling, whatever, I'm not going to fill it in for you. You're going to do it yourself, which is tough love. It's and it can be a hard lesson to learn, but it's fucking integral, man. In terms of this 4x4 project, I feel like such a numpty. Again, because I'm learning the lesson of how to be genuinely curious. How to have a holistic approach to a project as opposed to how do I impress someone, or how do I look like I'm doing a good job, or how do I look like I understand, rather than asking myself if I do understand. I wasted 3 hours tonight. So I plan to study for about 5 hours and then get 8 hours sleep. I didn't realize that I was working today, so I almost missed my shift. I got a text from my boss just giving me some information that I needed to know for the shift, which incidentally notified me that I had a shift. So I went, oh, shit. So I lost out on that 5 hours. So I went, okay, that's fine. I'll just go to sleep later tonight, and I'll get 6 hours sleep, and I'll get in maybe 2 hours to study. I spent 2 hours on social media instead. It seems I still have an addiction to dopamine. So I have two choices. Either I figure out what my relationship with dopamine is and how dopamine works and affects the body and educate myself on it, or I go blind faith and I go cold turkey and I just cut it out again because it's come back up, trusting that my life will improve without understanding how or why, but trusting that my life will improve with social media removed, because I do believe that social media is just kind of not inherently bad, but mostly bad. So thus far, rehearsals finished at 4 p.m. It is now midnight, and I've not done any work since. And I am still behind. I'm still catching up. And I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm just matter of factly like, this is my position. I kind of fucked up. I don't think the quality of work from 10 p.m. till 12 a.m. would have been very good quality work, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't have even done it. Maybe I should have just gone to sleep. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyway, that's all for tonight. I'm learning how to learning how to work holistically, learning how to work without ego, learning how to ask questions and be curious. Learning how to be curious is the biggest one, I think. You're not taught to be curious in school. Alright. It's enough sucking. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ciao for now. The mo's kind of getting a bit thick, actually. It's going to get a bit wide. I don't think it's ever been that wide before. Still a grown boy. My facial hair is still coming in. Maybe one day I'll grow a full beard. Maybe. We'll see. All right. Ciao.